Notice that the forward heel touches first in advancing and last in retreating. Bound may be aided further by keeping the forward foot's heel off the ground, then simultaneously dropping it as the rear foot springs. When kicking off the forward leg, reverse the above process so that the rear foot's heel drops as the forward foot bounds. Lower your center of gravity by first lifting, then dropping at strike impact the pivoting foot's heel. This increases the force of the blow. The same principle applies to kicking off the forward leg. Raising the rear foot heel promotes mobility, while dropping it develops a good base for force transference. From the rear leg, you should have an uplifting feeling as the rear foot passes in front of the fixed leg. The fixed leg knee will straighten briefly upon impact. To kick quickly from a slide, the forward foot's heel should never touch the ground. The rear leg must lend more assistance to the advance or retreat. Knee action plays an important role in sliding kicks. They act as springs which absorb the shock of motion and promote rebound, which is an asset to kicking fast. Dropping the fixed leg knee slightly and at the moment of impact also helps lower your center of gravity. To further reduce rebound pressure on the knee, tilt the foot slightly to the outside and strike in a faint downward motion. Be sure to lock the knee for a microsecond upon foot impact to allow total force transference. Because the sliding twist kick combines so many forces moving in various directions, it is necessary to be sure-footed. Don't allow your center of gravity to shift further back over your fixed leg as a result of advancing or retreating motions. Avoid long slides with this kick, in that while advancing you won't be able to get kicking height, and while retreating you may fall backward. The hammer kick thrown from an outside crescent kick position is much easier to control when moving quickly due to less hip rotation. The forward sliding motion actually assists in controlling the accuracy of this kick. Watch closely the footwork involved and remember to kick fast, pivot on the ball of the foot, not heel. During retreat, try not to extend your hip forward while spinning. Here we see again the retreating footwork. This pattern is visually slow to a facing opponent and therefore must be used for angling attacks. Retreating is somewhat easier because the body undergoes only one change in direction. Having the feet further apart in a slide ensures balance, but cuts down on speed. To compensate for the opposing directional forces in this kick, keep your torso weight over the pivoting foot. A very powerful kick due to the large linear and angular momentums combined. Note how the rear leg, acting as a brake, aids its own rebound. To increase speed, spin your body at the same time that your rear foot slides forward. An extremely difficult kick, so you must touch your toe halfway through the spin to get enough bound. Bending both legs at the knees before springing the leg up adds power to this kick. Slashing the leg straight across will also allow you to hit an opponent moving in your direction of motion. Angular by nature, this kick is greatly improved by a slide's versatility in direction and distance. The center of gravity's uniform motion in sliding reduces extra weight shifts which impede this kick. Due to its tremendous kinetic and potential energies, this kick is a finishing blow to the unwary. Retreat momentum adds greater control and power to the strike by throwing the hip back. Skipping permits you to move and kick so quickly that you can only catch up with your center of gravity upon impact. It also allows you to strike an opponent over great distances and before he can prepare a proper defense. To skip, shift your weight forward, bring up the rear foot, then kick. To be most effective, all strikes must be dealt simultaneously with the rear foot hitting the ground. When advancing, skip off the rear leg, then kick as the forward foot lands. Thrusting with an extended hip increases your power. Notice the scissor-like leg motion when springing off the rear leg. Here we see a close-up of both advancing and retreating skips. Notice that the skip, as well as the kick, is off the forward leg. Structurally, forward leg kicks are fastest. Skipping too high reduces speed due to the extra distance traveled. Don't forget to circle with the foot in skipping as well. With proper angling, this is one of the deadliest kicks in combat. Always spring back and to the side of an opponent when using this kick. Remember to kick straight and level with your foot. You must skip back off the forward leg while retreating. With the skeletal structure adding support, this kick creates high impact. After switching legs, pull the kick side shoulder back. Always spring the knee up high into this kick.